up, Shady Sports Network? I'm back here with a special guest today. I'm here with Tristian Green. Tristan, how you doing today, man?
Doing well, man. Can't complain. Glad to be on the show.
Yes, sir, man. Excited to have you on. So, kind of wrapping up this past season, we're in the off season now. How do you feel your off season routine has been going so far?
My off-season routine's been pretty good. Get back adjusted to home life. I got a kid, so get back adjusted to dad life. But it's getting good. Here in about a couple weeks, we'll start ramping things up, really getting deep into training. But right now, just kind of enjoying time off, letting the body recover.
That's awesome. So, kind of going back to this past season, you alluded to a little bit off camera. We were with the Monterrey Monarchs in Mexico. So, playing overseas is a completely different beast. What was your experience, going to a different country to play football?
Uh, it was difficult at first. The language barrier, getting used to everything, the travel. Everything was different, but it was definitely a smooth experience. It was a great league, very well organized, well ran. So it was nice though. It was different to see how other countries love American football because we know soccer is the universal sport, but to see how they love and appreciate and thousands of people coming out to a football game in Mexico, you would never think, but they take their football serious.
For sure. So, what's cool about Monterrey is there used to be an NAL team there. And
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I heard about that. But it's the quote unquote business capital of Mexico. It's always something to do. They have a fashion drive like we have here. It's really modernized, so it's not like you're in a rural middle of nowhere. It's a big city. It's a lot of nice people, and they're very welcoming. So I loved it.
that's really good to hear, that different countries are getting involved with football. So, kind of going all the way back to your high school days, were you a multi sport athlete in high school?
Yes. In high school, I played football, basketball, and ran track. So I was busy all year round.
So, playing multiple sports in high school, it's a lot of commitment. It's, you have to have a certain dedication and drive. But the hardest part, for me, from my perspective, as a high school kid, is looking what sport they're going to play at the next level. So, how did you decide football was your sport?
Football was always my love. Like that was my first love. I've always loved the game, so it wasn't hard to pick that. Everything else really was just I was an athletic guy, so basketball was pretty. I was pretty good at basketball. I could run pretty fast, so I was pretty good at track. So those are just things, and I used track to help me get faster for football. So all those things kind of translate together. But picking football was easy.
For sure. Um, so obviously, going into this coming off season 2024, it's a huge season. You got the AFL coming back. Are you looking at AFL opportunities? Or are you looking to stay outdoors?
I'm kind of looking to stay outdoors. The AFL will be a good opportunity if it's the same format as previous, but yeah, for now I'm gonna stay outdoors. See how things go. You never know though. You never say never.
Definitely. So, kind of going back to after high school, what was your recruitment process like for college football?
My recruitment process was pretty heavy coming out of high school. I think my first offer was NC State. Then I had Marshall and a couple more ECU, a couple small schools. But unfortunately, back then you had to have a certain SAT score in order to get in. So I didn't. So I went the JUCO route, which took me out to California to Golden West College with Coach Nick Mitchell, and took off from there. And from there, recruitment process starts all over. I got a lot of schools interested, and really was on. I don't want to be off. Maybe I think we were 3 or 4 in the nation in junior college, so a real talented team. So we had college coaches coming from everywhere.
So, after JUCO, how did you decide where you wanted to go?
It was just time to come back home. I went to St. Aug and Raleigh. It was time for me to come back to the South, back to North Carolina, closer to my mom, closer to my family. So that's how I ended up choosing that.
Definitely. So, I mean, JUCO, it's a hard life. You see it on the show, Last Chance U. Um, do you think Last Chance U and shows like that are important for the growth of junior college football?
Yeah, it's important for the growth of junior college to bring awareness to guys in like those situations. I'd love for them to do a Last Chance U on a California JUCO because ours is a bit different. Ours is kind of. I honestly think our talent pool at California JUCOs is bigger. It's much, much, much broader, and I don't know. We just have a different approach. Theirs is kind of they can get scholarships at those JUCOs. There are no scholarships at California JUCOs, so you'll be paying out-of-state tuition. So it's a little bit different, but it does a great job of bringing awareness to junior college football overall.
For sure. So, going towards the NFL season is coming up, college football, who are some of your NFL teams and college football teams you enjoy watching?
Growing up, I was a Steelers fan, but now I just root for all my guys. I got a couple guys I played with or trained with that are in the NFL, so I just look out for those guys and root for those guys. But as far as college, I'm a Tar Heel. I'm a Carolina fan.
For sure. Drake May, future #1 pick for sure.
Yeah.
But Tristian, it's been great having you on. My last question for you is, being a family man, it's a lot of commitment, a lot of drive. What keeps you motivated every day to keep going?
I'm who my family depends on, so that keeps me going. My son's face every morning. That motivates me to go out there and work out and work hard and do the things so I can provide for my family.
For sure. Well, Tristian, it's been a blast having you on. Really enjoyed the time. You're really down to earth guy. I can't wait to see where you end up next. So keep grinding, man.
Okay, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'll keep you in the loop.
Yes, sir.
All right,
I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer.